Well, now it's the right holding slide on the screen. I'd like to ask all the participants who are still outside the conference hall to take their seats, because we're moving on to one of the most important parts and most official parts of the forum. That's the award ceremony for the Virtuti Interneti award. And we've been handing out this award since the very first year of the Russian Internet Governance Forum, which happened in 2010. And this is an award for internet services, and this is the award that reflects the real contribution to development of the industry. And today we are handing this award over to the Russian analyst and on a digital economy, Karen Kazaryan. Let me briefly introduce Karen to you so that you really understand the significance of his contribution and the reason for the award winning, so that you better understand his role in the development of Russian internet. He used to be an editor and an analyst in the Russian technology magazine. Then he became editor-in-chief of the Internet Figures publication periodical. He used to be an author of this industry-wide report, including Russian. Simultaneously with that, he acted as a consultant and a member of a task force, communications and IT, for the Russian government. He took part in developing the internet development strategy through to 2020. Long-term internet development program and industry-wide roadmaps were also developed. He also co-authored them. Since 2010, he is the chief analyst officer of the digital economy NPO, and he co-authors of the digital economy white book jointly with the Ministry for Digital Development and the Russian government. And Dmitry Grigorenko tasked him with developing the IT industry assessment to regulate the market and provide the public support based on the verified tax data. He is an expert on digital issues. He is a permanent participant in the Russian Internet Governance Forum. The projects that he implemented are part of a long list, and I really suggest that we move on to the award ceremony. Karen, would you please come out to the stage? And this is a wonderful order as well. To you for the internet services. Congratulations. Thank you for being an active participant in the organizing committee. The floor is yours. Despite my public activities, very few people actually know me, and I nevertheless wanted to say the following. I'll just briefly go over my activities in the way I perceive our industry in the role of the government is to facilitate technological development and try and offset the negative aspects of technological progress. And this is true for any type of progress. And oftentimes, knowledge help us solve problems that we now find. sometimes we don't know how to deal with environmental pollution, but we do understand that technological progress sooner or later will lead to the fact that the share of clean will be reduced significantly. We know that progress in the pharmaceutical industry will help us solve the problem with obesity with the help of new drugs. We might be afraid of AI development, but the technological opportunities that we've seen in the past 4 years make us confident that human brains can be enhanced with the help of AI technologies, and this is amazing. That's brilliant. The we'll call, I would wear a badge with this name, and I was noticed by Ilya Sigalov, and he says, "Hold on a second, is this a joke? Tell me this is a joke." And I tell him, "No, this is the name of a real project." And he says, "Hold on a second, just don't go anywhere." He went somewhere for 10 minutes, and then he returned, and then for an hour, he told me what needed to be done to improve the project that we were implementing back then. And he was one of the founders of Yandex. To share his views on a very dubious project just because he was interested in that. And that moment predefined my follow-up career because I believe that no matter what happens in Russia, there are people and there are companies who will stay at the edge of technological development. And I did my best to be one of them. Well, it's a totally different matter that oftentimes this help comes at a cost. And the story across the world is that very few politicians actually understand how technologies work. And there are two opposite extremes. Some of them believe that there is a magic pill, just write everything down in text and it's going to happen that way. Or vice versa. Some people believe that nothing is going to happen until you develop a guideline. Nothing is going to happen without a manager. I'm not a lawyer, I'm an analyst. And I always believed that my task was to interpret stuff from legalese into the technical language and vice versa. It was my objective to explain how the regulations impact long-term technological development. What is realistic in terms of requirements? What is not? How will regulations impact adjacent market development and development of technologies in Russia and across the world? How will they impact competition between companies and countries? Because no matter how hard we try to develop sovereign clouds, internet is a global phenomenon, and the technology world is a global phenomenon. And the second thing that helped me interpret everything from the legalese into the technical language is the language of numbers. Andrei mentioned the industry assessment model, and for me, it was one of the pivotal projects in my career because I've been working on it since 2010. Assessing the industry not based on the expert opinion or assessments of standalone companies. And by the way, there are very few public companies in Russia in the internet industry, but rather based on objective data of the tax authorities will help you come up with an unbiased unbiased image of the industry. Only when you have facts and figures can you prove certain facts to the regulators. For instance, supporting the IT industry, providing them with tax benefits is good for the economy in general, even if you think that it costs the budget a lot. But actually, there is a huge payback, not to mention that the technological development itself is a huge benefit for the national economy in general. Another thing I want to mention is that, well, Ilya Segalovich once stated that you cannot stop progress because otherwise nothing is going to work. And well, we see that things crash all the time, but just keep in mind that you cannot stop progress. Thank you so much.